All right, just like that, guys, another week's in the books for Palantir stock and for the entire stock market. And let me tell you, man, it was a great week for the stock market. Maybe not so much for Palantir stock. I mean, yeah, it went up 0.4% on the day, but we are down from where we were to start the week. So we have to cover the charts here, break down the numbers to expect from earnings coming up, what analysts are saying right now as earnings are coming up here, I think on the 2nd of February, so very soon here, about 3 weeks from now. So yeah, let's break down the charts, the numbers, what we're looking at in the overall stock market, as again today was a very good day, very beautiful Friday. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, follow along for more content, join the Patreon for my portfolio updates, my private Discord. I actually just posted an update earlier today going over my end of the year performance, right? How the portfolio did, end of the week update. That is live right now. Link down below, pinned in the comments. And with that being said, cheers. Clearly, I need some water, guys. We're choking on the words a little bit here. Cheers, guys. And let's dive into it. So at this point, we are looking on the charts when it comes to Palantir. Not the best, right? As we've covered before, but don't get it twisted. It's one of those stocks that can absolutely have a tear your face off type rally just like that in the snap of a finger. And yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be naive to that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're down from all-time highs? About 20%. Yeah, we're in a bear market, but at the end of the day, the chart still looks pretty good on the from the bull perspective, and we're in a wedge here, higher lows, lower highs at the same time. Who's to say we don't get a catalyst or some type of, big piece of news from earnings that could send the stock higher? I think that is possible, but in the short term right now, it doesn't look the best. The charts, we have a head and shoulders. We have this mini head and shoulders within the head and shoulders that we've talked about here in recent updates. And you can see it on the, I think the 1 hour chart. Let me pull this up. Or maybe, let's see. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see it there. But either way, man, it's not looking the best in the short term, but who knows? Come early February, this thing could easily have a rip your face off type rally. We've seen it do it time and time again. We've seen it happen. So the chart, not the best, but let me show you these numbers. Let's cover these numbers very, very quickly here so we can kind of get a sense. What are the analysts saying? Forget about the charts. Forget about the momentum that's building or not building. Let's see what the analysts are saying right now, which overall, man, I think they're still bullish. Yeah, let's pull up the Analyst Insights tab. Actually, no, wait. Wrong. They're not bullish. I guess a lot of them are just putting a hold rating on it. Analyst recommendations, you guys can see, based on 25 analysts here in January, we have 18 hold ratings. We have a couple buy ratings, 1 or 2 strong buy ratings, and we have a couple underperform, maybe 1 or 2 sell ratings here. So majority hold. And honestly, I couldn't agree more with that. I got to be honest. I sold out in my Patreon portfolio. You guys all saw that probably. So, I mean, I'm not overall, dumping like 50% of my position or selling a bunch of it. I'm trimming a little bit, right? Getting out in that portfolio. But I'm definitely not buying. I'm not buying. So I would say overall, I agree with that consensus of it being a hold for the majority of the analysts. I agree with that. And we can see the price targets, the highs 255, the lows 50, which I think is insane. $50 low is a very bearish target. Who knows? We'll see. We might go there. You never know. The average is 188, and now we're at 177. So we're more towards, still, even with this pullback, we're more towards the mid-high end of that analyst price target range. So for whatever that's worth, that is what the analysts are saying right now, guys. And if we come over here to the earnings trends tab, we can see what we're expecting in terms of numbers, which is really what's important. So for the quarter, they're going to report for on the 2nd of February, which is 3 weeks away from now pretty much. Based on 22 analysts here, The average EPS estimate for the quarter is 23 cents, the low is 21, and the high is 27 cents, with them doing 14 cents a year ago. So pretty good EPS growth, although they're not obviously looking to really grow the EPS. They're a growth company, they're not focusing on the bottom line too much. But I mean, yeah, they're profitable. That's a good sign. Growing that, not too bad. And the revenue is what you really want to focus on. This is looking good. The average estimate is $1.34 billion, and last year they did 827 million dollars. So that's growth of 62% year over year expected. I like that. That's good. So very good. 60% growth expected for the current year. Full year, we're expecting 53% growth for full year 25 and full year 26. We're expecting 42% growth on the year. That is good. And of course, with companies like Palantir, you never know. They could surprise, grow a lot more than that. We've seen that happen before. If we get another big, boost in their growth trajectory, totally possible. So I'm loving the way that's looking there. The estimates, again, the analysts are saying it's a hold for the most part, which I agree with. But see how quick that's going to change once this stock starts breaking out. Whenever that happens, right? They're probably all going to flip to buy just like that. But we're in this pattern now where, again, we're in a wedge. The stock's been flat for months, It's been really flat since summer. Think about that. It's winter now. It's friggin' almost mid-January. This stock's at the same level it was at in August when we were kicking our feet back on the beach, right? Well, I didn't really go on a vacation this year, guys, but still, you get the point, right? So it hasn't done anything. So I think once we start getting that break, yeah, a lot of analysts are going to go bullish, put a buy rating on it. And I think if this catches momentum over 200, yeah, if the AI trade really starts gaining steam again, I think this could really start to break out again. But I just got to keep it real. The charts in the short term, just don't look good. They don't. I can't sugarcoat it. So it is what it is. And we'll do more updates. We'll cover it when it actually starts breaking out. I'll cover that, but that is not today. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. I'm super curious where you're at. And the overall market officially closed today beautifully. The S&P hit, let's see here, all-time highs today of $695.31, looking at SPY, that is. So we hit fresh all-time highs. The ascending triangle is breaking out, playing out beautifully. QQQ ended up going up 1% on the day, not yet near all-time highs. But guys, I think we're gonna hit those highs. We're starting to break out ever so slightly on QQQ. I'm loving the way that's looking. So that's setting up nice. And the Dow Jones hit all-time highs, I believe, or no, that was the Russell. The Dow got super close. Oh my God, super close. We got about 100 points away on the Dow. Actually, less than that, 50 actually. 50 points away on the Dow. So that's probably, not for sure, but probably going to hit all-time highs next week. And the Russell hit them today. The Russell hit all-time highs today at 2635. So what a start to the year. What a start to 2026, man. Unbelievable. All-time highs on all the indices. Well, except for the Dow, which is about to hit it. It's about to hit it. And the NASDAQ's trailing a little bit, but that's also almost there. So it's looking great. Stocks are ripping across the board. But yeah, don't ever get too greedy or too excited. I don't think we're going to crash. That's not what I'm implying. But you never know what's going to happen. So yeah, it's looking beautiful right now. But what if it was a nasty bear market? It would be ugly. It would be the opposite. But luckily, we're in a bull market, and I don't think we're going to be in a bear market this year. I've said that before. I think 2026 is going to be a great year. Maybe not 25% or 20% on the S&P, but I think stocks are going to do well. 27, I think we might be a little shaky. We'll see. And you can't really forecast too far out, but I think 2026, with how we're looking with the new Fed chairman coming in, rate cuts, unemployment rate came down a little bit. Yeah, the labor market's a little rocky, which that means we're going to get more rate cuts probably. So I think the landscape right now looks pretty good for stocks. So I think we're going to do pretty well. But you never know for sure. Do your own research. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Check out the Patreon for my portfolio updates, private Discord, all of that. Link down below, pinned in the comments. And again, I just posted my end of the week update, my performance update from last year. Check it out. Link down below. Again, comments. I'll see you there. Have a great weekend, guys. Peace out.